fact that Erdogan has been reluctant to raise interest rates. You think about what that has done to the Turkish lira. Just walk us through what your policies are going to be going forward if you do end up as the economy minister.
Well, greetings from Ankara, my hometown. This is the last rally of this election campaign, and we are going to be voting starting from Sunday morning. Turkey has been going through
difficulties with Ali Babacan there, who was talking to us about what he would do if he ended up in the economy minister position. Hopefully we'll have him back. My producer just telling me we do have Ali Babacan back. Ali, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, you were talking to us about some of the economic issues that Turkey has faced over the past couple of years before your shot started crackling. So could you just walk us through that again, please?
Of course. Well, I'm the leader of Deva now. We are one of the 6 parties forming the coalition. And after that, our main institutions. Also, we have to make sure that there is separation of powers. We have to make sure that there should be checks and balances in our system. What is at the core of the problems right now in Turkey is the system, the presidential, so-called presidential system that was instated in 2018. For the last 5 years, the system produced lots of issues, lots of problems for Turkey, crisis after crisis. So we are also targeting to change the system, so that the system will be a strong parliamentary system. So we are heading for and targeting for a strong democracy in Turkey. Democracy at the standards of the European Union. Democracy at the standards of Council of Europe, which Turkey is a full member of.
Obviously, democracy is hugely important, especially given the accusations that Erdogan has really spent the past few years trying to consolidate power, and that Turkey has moved towards authoritarianism. But just going back to the economy, one of the reasons why President Erdogan has, of course, been very reluctant to raise interest rates is because he feels as though, or he has felt as though it would damage the economy from a different perspective, just in terms of wanting to make exports that much more attractive. When you think about what that has done, the refusal to raise interest rates and what it meant for the lira back in 2021, the fact that the lira lost a significant percentage of its value from that point onwards, what has that meant for ordinary people in Turkey, especially with inflation, especially with just how much food prices, for example, have risen?
Well, at the core of the issue in Turkey, we have the lack of an independent central bank. So the central bank has to be independent and should target price stability. And that is not the case for years in Turkey. Has personally got the control of the central bank, and the central bank made some irrational steps, which made a huge loss of credibility for our monetary policy. And there is actually no economic policy right now in Turkey. There are just some random steps of the government and random steps of the central bank. That's why I mentioned stronger institutions. So we do need a stronger central bank, which is an independent central bank. We do need a strong treasury. We do need strong banking, supervisory, and regulation authorities. And only by strong institutions, our economy will be strong. And we have prepared everything. We have agreed on 2,300 steps of reforms as 6 parties together. And by these reforms, we are going to be moving forward. So we need to have a rational fiscal policy, a rational monetary policy, a rational banking policy, and of course, structural reforms moving forward. I have run Turkish economy in 2003-4 when we had the crisis. I was the head of Turkish economy during the 2008-2009 global crisis, mortgage crisis and so forth. So we had 2 major rounds of crisis solution. And this will be the 3rd time that we are going to solve this crisis because we have a very good team, very capable and also trustworthy team who are going to be in place right after the elections. We are going to take over and bring rationality.
Yeah, there are so many headwinds facing Turkey at once. It's not just the cost of living crisis, it's also what happened with the earthquake costing the economy about $84 billion, shaving off about 10% of Turkey's entire economy. Such a reversal of fortunes, especially given that in the early part of Erdogan's reign, we saw economic expansion, despite some other headwinds that you point out. All right, thank you so much for being with us. Ali Babacan, live for us there. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Great things from my side.
Of course. I want to now...
Sana söz yine baharlar gelecek, sana söz umut bitmeyecek.